Again, sanded, sealed. It's beautiful grain. Oh, look at that. The oil really does pop the grain. Simple, easy finish, very, very effective. Look at that outside edge. You get better results if you wait a while for your sanding seed to cure. It does make a difference. Wow, look at that. Absolutely beautiful. So we're going to take off the excess. We're going to put the lid back on and move the tool rest round and then go back to the outside. Just give this another coat of oil on the inside. Just spruce it up a bit. You can see where the grain matches up from there. That's going to fold over to here. Snap shut lid. Okay, that will be eased slightly at the end. We're going to put some wax on there, and the wax really does just make the difference as to how the piece fits. Right, so I've got back together there. Just a little bit more oil, won't do it any harm. Excellent. So both inside, top and bottom's finished, top's finished, back to the outside. So I'm just going to move the tool rest, move the camera. You can see exactly what I'm doing. Okay, look very closely at this. I'm looking at that curve there and this curve here, and I'm going to put a pencil line on here. From there, that pencil line to, oh, it's about here. That pencil line there, we'll switch this on, put those on heavier. From about there, in that shaded bit, it just needs a fraction coming out. It's just a little flat there. Turn the speed up, get a nice clean cut. Rest the bevel just behind that. Pick the cut up. That is a much better curve there. Finish it off into here. Excellent. So now I can see how much I've got. I can make a parting tool cut up here somewhere. Always make it higher than you need. And we'll go down a step at a time. So start to come in a little faster here. Just rolling that tool just the same as you would a bead. A little something there. Although again, this can be refined when we turn it around. There, that looks okay. Even if that's higher, we can drop it down when we turn it around. So, don't worry too much about that. Parting tool. Seeing if that, it looks a little high, I can drop it down. I'd rather have it high than too low. Right, so before we go any further, don't risk parting this off and the lid falling off. Yeah, that's fine. That's it's a little high from here, from there upwards, but I can drop that down as I said earlier. So just take the lid off. Just comes off there. Put that somewhere safe. Parting tool, and we're going to turn the speed down slightly so we can control it. Put your fingers around it, catch it. Right, so now we're going to jam chuck that onto there. So I'm going to clean off this face, get the parting tool, we'll get the dividers. Look at that. That is a really pretty piece of wood. Berlin figure. That would fill nicely with some powders, coloured powders. That would make a really nice insert. So already on a tenon, I'll be rechucking or jam chucking that onto there. However, I'll keep this bit, make it shorter, and I can use that. That's a gorgeous piece of wood. So what we're going to do now is turn a little recess in here for that to sit into, to allow us to then turn the top. Okay, so it's basically a fitting job again. So we're going to get the dividers. Tell you what, while I'm doing this, we're going to move the camera around while I'm just setting this up. Okay, so there we go. I'm measuring this time slightly less than where the joint is. Put that onto there. Transfer the mark onto here. There we go. As I said, scribe with the left leg. There. Let me check, match up with the right leg, that's fine. So that's slightly smaller, so we're going to move the tool rest around to here. You may hear a little bit of a high-pitched scream. That's because this piece of wood's quite thin. I'm putting pressure that way. So it's just a slight harmonic. It shouldn't affect what we're going to do. Once we're cutting on the centre line, come in there, take smaller cuts here. Stop that. It only needs to be 1/16 deep or more. It can be more. That's going to bottom out anyway. So what we're going to do is just slide this over. Make sure nothing's going to catch on there. Make sure that this cut is wide enough for that to go into. That's going to work. All I have to do now is open it up. So very small cuts. That's just, it's sitting in there, it's just starting to sit in there, sorry. One more. And again, this is a fitting job. What you could do, let me switch this off. If push comes to shove, you could hold it there somehow. You could vacuum chuck it this way. You could jam chuck it up against something, some kind of former there. Again, I would rather do it this way because it's going to be a cleaner fit. Patience cuts. So, oh, that is literally, it's in there, not there. You heard it creak. Pop that out. I'm going to take dust off this side. Very small cuts. There we go. That's sitting in there nicely. Push it all home. This is quite thin. Everything's running dead true. Move the tool rest around to there. We can now get the lid. I can hold it up here and I can see the top is about there. So it needs dropping down by about 1/8 of an inch. So, bone gouge, spindle gouge, whichever tool you feel the most comfortable to make this cut. It doesn't have to be any particular tool. lid on, put it there, fraction more. Okay. Ease that last little bit off. That's good. If you need to, there's little lines on there. You've got a nice curved wing. I sharpen the tool, sweep the wings back. I've got a nice curved wing on there. Turn it down. You've got a negative rate scraper. Just use the wing of the tool, and I'm taking away. There's a couple of little crush marks. I'm just easing those away with the wing of the tool. Just blend that in nicely. You can see when you've got one nice even tone across the surface of the wood. One more down here. Carefully into there. See, just taking gossamer shavings. Hold that. It's just about spot on. Some gorgeous grain in the top of here. So again, what I'm going to do is sand this, come back, put the final finish on, the oil, take it off, put it together, see the finished piece. A really nice job. It's a fitting job. What you could do, thinking about it, is if you got the actual bits of wood that you wanted to make the box out of, you could glue scrap wood either side onto them, then turn it, and then you know where the top of the top finishes, and you know where the top of the base finishes, because you've glued up the bits that you need. Just another thought. Okay, so I'm going to finish this, and I'll be back with you in just a tick. Okay, so that's all nicely sealed. Grain has got a nice little bit of burl there. Some people would think that was a fault. I don't mind it. It's in there. It's part and parcel of what the piece is. So nice little bit of Danish oil again. Oh, wow, that really just pops the grain in there. So I'm going to switch that on. Just burnish that in a little. Get a clean piece. Take off the excess. That. Beautiful. Right, we're going to get the base. Where did I put the base? Where did I put the base? Oh bugger, it's over there. Just 1 minute. My assistant's just going to get it for me. In your own time. So, sorry. There you go. Grain, let me see. Goes that way. There, there, there. So again, everything bookmarked up nicely. So we're just going to take this off. Just get that clean there. And match the grain up. That's the way the grain's going to go. One last thing before we do that. I'm going to get a little bit of micro crystalline wax. This is the Chestnut brand. Just going to put, that's far too much. Most of that off. We're just going to put a little bit of wax on the joint. That does make a difference. It just eases the joint beautifully. That little bit of lubrication, and hopefully we'll still get a snap shut joint on this, even though it's lubricated, because of the slight undercut and shape of the joint. So that there, that will hand polish and clean up. Let's get rid of that. So let's match the grain up again. So it's that goes together that way. Grain matches up nicely. A little push, snap shut lid. Put your thumb in there, little press, lid comes off. So there you go. All matches up nicely. I think that's a great little project. It's a fitting job, trying to get something symmetrical as well. Snap shut. That leads putting it on and off. So there we go. Not too bad. pretty piece of wood. Hope you enjoyed that. Have a go at it. Again, this is just the starting point. Once you know how to make a joint, you can make these any shape you want. Nice potential for carving, embellishment, lovely surface area. Oh geez, feels nice in the hand. There you go. Excellent. Thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed that.